Am I streaming on both right now? Okay, so I think I'm on both right now. Yeah, okay, that is weird. Yeah, that was a messed up. So I think I'm gonna have to put a post in there. Yeah. Apologies, guys are just coming in now. That was a messed up start to the stream. I think I inadvertently changed my settings in Streamlabs and it shut the recording off on YouTube. I don't know why I did that because I had 6 viewers, and then when I hit start, it went to 0 all of a sudden, and I have no idea why. So right now, if you guys, I got 3 viewers on, and it looks like I'm streaming live on YouTube as well as Twitch. All right, so I think we're good. Again, I apologize for the scuff start of the stream. That was a rough start. Now what I wanted to. All right, we're just gonna give a few more minutes for guys to trickle back in, and then we'll get back to the action, as it were. Yeah. All right. So again, apologies as you guys trickle in. Yeah, that was a scuff start to the stream. And when I messed with my Streamlabs settings, I inadvertently somehow ended the YouTube session. We're going to be doing Slaughter Ponyri rough recess, as you guys saw. Now, what we have here is the layout. You can see the Germans are in defense, and I got the Russians to set up. But what I was going to do with you guys is discuss how we're going to attack this. So, what I have basically, as I see it, is 4 options. I can come in from the south with everything, which has its own problems. I can come in from the east, which has its own problems. I can come in from the south, from the bottom, the northeast, which has very attractive options because of the lack of defense, or some combination of 1 and 3. The problem with splitting our forces is this is a really strong defensive position, and it means we're going to have to send a lot of guys here, which is going to weaken the northern element. Now, we don't want to weaken it too much because the Germans are going to be able to compensate for our splitting of our forces. And again, this is just such wide open territories. Like, how do we cover all of that with open ground, short of using our tanks? Now, the German does have 2 mortars that are going to be coming on turn 2, and we got to be wary of where they attack us. Again, for you guys just joining it, is a scuff start. I apologize. I inadvertently shut off the YouTube stream when I switched scenes on my Streamlabs setup. We're just going to talk about the attack plan for the Russians right now. So I think what I'm going to do is my choices are either come in from the northeast, coming this way and just sweep south, or I could come in from the south and just sweep to the north. Now the objectives are basically there are 13 wooden buildings, of which I have to capture 10. Now for every KV1, of which I have 3, that is mobile at game end, I reduced the number of houses by 1. And that's offset by the number of martyrs that are mobile at game end. For every one of those still alive, I have to increase it by 1. So it's a bit of a catch-22. If I can eliminate both of these and keep my 3 tanks, I only have to capture 7 wooden buildings. But I've only got 5.5 turns to do that. Now the plus side is the ammunition that the Germans have access to means they really need to get good shots to penetrate the KV-1. They do have a 50 long, which is only going to penetrate on a 2, unless they get APCR, and then it's going to be like a 6. So if they can get APCR off on their 50 long, then it will be a bad day for the KV-1. So I got to be wary of that. And of course, the Martyr 75 long will be a 17 pen as well, versus my 11 armor. But yeah, back to my choices as a Russian. Do I go full force from the south, or do I come in from the north? This is very attractive because I avoid this. Why put myself through all that when I can just armored assault come in this way and then just work my way south? I'll keep my armor on this side of the hedges, and then I can worry about where the martyrs come on when they come on turn 2. I think that's a better plan, to come in that way. I don't want to deal with a Fanatic stone building coming onto the board. It's going to take a while to suppress, and like I said, I've only got 5.5 turns to collect at least 10 buildings and deal with 2 martyrs as well. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, so that being said, let's position our forces up to the top. And like I said, we're going to use armored assault for the most part. Alright, so we're on hex roll with Z. Now these vehicles do not have to use armored assault. Unfortunately, the red numbers, which is really going to suck. Let's break them up into troops. Bit of an echo chamber to it. Okay. Yeah, my gain is all messed up. Let me turn up my volume a bit on the gain. How's that sounding? A little bit better? Get rid of that. And it's picking up my my fans on my computer as well. How's that volume? A little bit better? I'm picking up a pop filter as well. I should be getting it here by the next few days. Obviously not going to help today, but it's going to help later on. It seemed to sound okay in my headset when I was testing it before I went live. But Shea, let me know that sounds now. Way better? Okay. Thank you. Right, so that's going to be my assault force there. Now for the rest of you guys, I'm not sure how to or where to put you. We have wooden fence, which is basically like a hedge, and we have hedges. So we have no lines of sight between anything, and then we got to worry about this guy up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be a long range 2 up 3. That's not going to work. And he's concealed. So I think we're just going to have to drag up the rear. Let's give him a leader, actually. 7-0. You can do that. You can help carry. And you guys are just going to follow up behind in best that you can. Alright, now, I have no idea if this is going to work. We're going to find out together. Alright, so let's get a wind change on the go. No wind change. We have no wind at start. EC are moderate. And it is mid July of 1943. So let's get some motion die on the go. Start with this guy here. All right, and we're going to use CX. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the vehicle, 5 for the infantry, or I should say 4. 5, 6. We'll jump the hedge. We'll come here. No, we're not going to CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advance. So we'll be advancing here behind the hedge. All right, so another stall die roll. We're good. 1, 2, 3, 4 bypass. 5, 6, 7 for the vehicle and 6 for the infantry. And then one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3. And you guys are going to CX. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you guys will CX as well. And this way we'll stay away from whatever's in that building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically we circumnavigated the German defense. My original setup for the Germans, by the way, was to not even really occupy this building, was just put a dummy stack up here and ignore it. But then it seemed, why not take advantage of a Fnatic building? Because then I can pin down this whole area with a 10-2 and a machine gun. But in hindsight, obviously, that might be too much of a gamble to put everything in there. And now you can see how a Russian player would wisely choose to ignore this. This might be a what do I call it there? A trap of some kind for a defender to use. All right, so we're going to be in serious trouble now as a German. We got to do some compensation. Let's go to advance phase. So we're just going to start advancing our guys forward. Yeah, we'll just move everybody. Armor can stay back. That half squad's in for some hurt. Alrighty, and just like that, that first turn's done. Now we get to the Germans. They get a wind change, no result. Now we have to think, how are we going to fix the situation here? We have to give ground. We cannot sit here and die. This is going to be a +1 TEM. A 4-up-1, we're going to have to take that shot, but this guy's not even going to get a shot. This guy's going to have to move, although we could do a 6-up-1 and with a chance of causing some damage. 6-up-1 is a decent shot. These guys may have to stay and die to buy us time for these guys to maneuver. I think we're going to have to do that. All right, let's go to prep. And we'll do a 6-up, 1 shot. Yeah, all right, well. Move. This guy here. We're going to go 1, 2. Let's make the board a bit bigger. 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are going to slide into that location. You can come here for 1. That'll be 2, 4. You keep your conceal. I forgot to conceal these guys. For that matter, yeah, the Russians would not be. All right, you're going to leave this foxhole. Where am I going to run you to? Over here somewhere. Let's go 1, 2, 3. You have to stop there. You're going to go bypass 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys are going to hang here. You're basically going to be the linchpin of my defense. I'm going to have to set up some kind of line around defense here. Maybe if I can dig in a trench here while the guys are fighting, maybe buy some time. That might work. Foxhole, I should say. Defending fire. All right, this is really going to hurt here. So we're going to do a 12 up, 1 here. That's going to be a 1 check, I believe. 6 on the 12 is a 2. Broke. And it starts. And then we're going to do the same over here, 12 of 1. That's going to be a 1 check. And they are going to be ELR'd and broke. Advancing fire none, route phase. Now we have to move to well, I guess that's it. I was expecting them to last a little bit longer, but they couldn't even handle 12 firepower, so. Advance phase. All right, so now we need a little bit more firepower in there. Let's give them another 7. All right, and we're into turn 2. It's going to be a fast game, I think. All right, wind change for the Russians, no wind, and that comes off, and then we go right into prep fire, which I don't think I'm going to do. We don't have the time. We've only got 5.5 turns, so I think we're just going to move. This would be such an excellent spot for a fire lane. We're going to put an ATR and P52 here because we want to cover the Martyr advance. That's probably going to be in this area. So yeah, let's go with the move. And we'll start with the ATR guy. He's going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to shoot him. This guy here is going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. It's going to be in range. No, it's going to be long range. It's going to be a 2, halved as 1. A 1 down 4. But it's a frickin' squad. Do I want to waste it on one squad? I don't think I do. Let's jump on to this guy as well. We're going to dash through S53. Now you guys are going to move a little bit more carefully because I think I can see this hex from this guy here. We're going to dash across the road this guy here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Long range again. 2 down 4. 1 down 4. 1 down 4 shot, and I unzip my fly on that one. One down 4. Do I want to do that, or do I want to wait for these guys? I could fire one squad. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to fire this guy here. And we're going to do a 6 halved. It's going to be on the 2 down 2. Okay, well, they're dead. 0 on the 4 should be a K. 2K. Alright, so they're really dead. Snipers. I forgot to put snipers on. And then we have 2 residual in that location. Well, let's go to this tank here. I never said stop, so they're still in motion. Where's motion? We're going to pivot for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to stop there. This guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3. Bypass 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to stop there. And then this guy here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, pivot 4, 5, 6, and we're going to stop there. Not that he's going to give any cover, but we're going to stop there anyways. All right, this guy here is going to dash through S54. Into R54. This is a very handy feature of the new Vassal, by the way, the ability to see the translucent units. We're going to fire the other squad into there. All right, we can see it. So this will come off. I used the leader as well. And so it's going to be a down 3 shot on the 2. 5 on the 2 is an NMC. And he breaks with a 1 residual in that location. Wait, that was 6. That was a dash. The 6 would have been a half to 2. Coward to the 1. It would have been on the 1 table. The 0 on the 1 is a 1K, so there's no residual in this location actually, because they would have cowered. And that's the first fire there. So I could still run through this location, what I'm going to do now. These guys are going to dash through here into R55. These guys are going to final. So it's going to be on the 2 table. Half would be on the 1 table, down 3. All right, no effect. They're all finaled. And now I could decide whether or not I want to fire my heavy. But I still have these guys to move. If I fire the heavy, it's going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 halved. It's going to be on the 1 table, down 4. I think that's worth it. On the 1 table, down 4. Alright, well, that wasn't worth it. That was stupid. 1 table, down 4, and I rolled an 11. Alright, well, those guys are now across. Those guys get DM'd. And no quarters in effect, so they're going to be low crawling into the shell hole. Back to here. They're not going to have enough room. Anyways, let's get the rest of these guys moving. How do we do that now? You've first fired, so you're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll be long range. I think we're just going to use a salt move. A 2 down 1 shot. How do I feel about that? This was a 1, and it would not cower, so there's no residual fire from there either into that location. So that means I could actually advance into this location and not be shot. I'd have to take a shot from this guy though. That would be a 2 down 1, because this wouldn't count yet. 2 down 1. Let's come here. Normal movement, so 2 down 1. Coward, so that's great. That would be a 1 firepower, no residual, so that's a miss. 2, 3. 4. Right, this guy with the LMG is going to go 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to sustain fire that thing so bad. Technically the squad hasn't fired yet, so I could still fire the squad. That would be a 2. 2 down 4 if I move one more hex. So these guys are going to jump the fence here, which will still keep them at long range for the squad, so they can't fire. And then you guys are going to join them as well. These guys are going to spread out, as are you. You guys are going to go 1, 2. You have 3 move plus 2 for the leader. Wrong. You have 3 move plus 2 for the leader would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 should get you there. All right, so that's going to be it for their move, and we have defending fires to do. I don't think I have any. Again, I could sustain fire, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could do a 2 flat. Well, I guess 2 of 1 because of the shell hole. And I could sustain fire my machine gun, which would be on the 2 table. They would get wall advantage. That would be a +1. With a -2 leader would be a net -1 on the 2. Risk break in my medium. Four on the 2 is a 1 check. He's fine. And then a 2 of 1. No effect there. So we're done here. And advancing fire. We're not going to shoot these guys because they're just going to run. And we don't want them to DM and heat a battle. But we're going to fire on this guy here. So we're going to have a 2 up 2. And then we're going to fire 6 halved is going to be a 2 up 2 from the tank. You really? Oh, great. So coax, bow. Actually, the bow would not fire because of the hedge, which means it's only going to be the coax. That's DM'd. And the main cannon. Hey Frank, I think I didn't spread the Germans out far enough. I concentrated their defense here. I left this flank way too wide open, and then they're just going to come scoop in like this. But it's turn 2 of a 5.5 turn game, so I think with 2 martyrs coming on, I think we might be able to even the odds a bit. We'll see how that goes. We shall see how that goes. And that's going to be it for advancing fire. So let's go to route phase. Now, because they have a shell hole, they can come in to there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 5. You come in here for 2. This would cost you 6, but you're going to be overstacked now. This is your target here. So you can go 2, 3, no, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. You wouldn't reach it. I don't know if you're allowed to do that though. Problem is you're overstacked, so I think you would have to not go through here. I think you would come this way for 4, for 5, and then you'd be stuck short of your objective. I think that's legit. Because you'd be overstacked entering this location. And then advanced phase. Alright, so let's get some counters out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right now they got 4 out of 10 buildings, and their tanks are still alive. So let's come forward here. Let's stay on the road. All right. Nicely spread out. Wouldn't it be nice to have some artillery on the German side, but such is not to be. So, turn 2 for the Germans. Now we have 2 mortars to bring on. Where do we bring them on? They come in on the left side, on the west. We have a KV-1 facing us. We don't like it. We have an ATR, so we can't bring them up there. They're going to have to come in down here somewhere and drive in like that. So I think we're going to come in here. 1 there. 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that would expose it too much. What is light grain for a tank? Treat it as grain. So it's just LOS hindrance is the difference. All right, so just treat it as grain for movement. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, facing that way. All right, so that's where we're going to bring the martyrs on, I think. Rally phase, wind change. We have no wind, and we have a self-rally here, and we have normal rally here. 8, 9, down 4 is a 5, so this guy comes back. That's good news. We'll keep our DM on the other guy. And let's go to prep fire now. We have 12, 16 firepower. We could spray fire. We could spray fire these 2 or spray fire these 2. Or we could move one of the squads and not have everything in one basket, because if we get hit with this 12 firepower, it's going to hurt. I think you're going to move. Which is going to leave us 12 firepower. If we spray fire, it's going to give us a 12 up 1 and down 1. 6 up 1 and down 1. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, we're going to spray fire this. And 6 firepower, up 1 and down 1. Nice. All right, so 1 check for this guy. A1, broken, and fine. Leader lost his task check, and he is pinned. Would have preferred broken, but I'll take that. And this guy gets a 4 on the 6, which I think is a 2. Yeah, 2 check. And he is ELR'd. All right, now that guy's going to move. This guy has no shot because of the rubble. And we're going to move him. Where are we going to move him to? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that's convenient. We're going to spray fire 2 and 2 with a down 2 and a down 1 in this location. 4 and a 5. So NMC and a 1 check. NMC, 1 check. Oof, that really hurt. And an NMC on him, and he's fine. No rate, so we're done with that guy. And then I think that's going to be it for my shooting. Do we want to dig in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the minimum they need to keep 3 tanks alive. I would need to roll Snake Eyes to dig in. No, 5 or less. 5 or less to dig in. I don't know if that's going to give me any benefit, though. Five or less to dig in. Why would I do that? It gives me some cover. I'm still going to have a +2 hindrance. There's going to be a +2 for building if I want to shoot back. It's going to be +4, and I'll only have a +2 protection. I don't think it makes much sense to waste a turn. I think I'm just going to move. Yeah, let's go to move. All right, that's fine. And we'll start with our martyr friend. All right, this guy here, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll pivot there. That'll be 11. I go there for 12, 13. Stop for 14. That would be 3 movement points that the guy saw me for. One, two, three, four, 5. So it would be base 10. Buttoned up is a 9. Motion would be a 7. Plus 1 would be a 6 or less to hit. Six or less to hit. Well, he got a turret hit. And that's going to be a kill. It's a dead martyr. I moved too quickly. Moved too quickly. 76 long? 76 long. I should not have done that. 13 down 3 is a 10. That's a 5, so it's going to not be a brew up. It's going to be crew survival. Nothing for range. No, it is less than or equal to half. Final to kill number will be a burn. Yeah. Well, shit. That was dumb. There's one down. Why can I not play martyrs smartly? Every time I have a martyr in my hands, I always play it stupidly. So you first fired. So you're pretty well done. Yeah, look at this. I wasn't sure if he would have been able to see me, but this little bit of a sliver here is enough to see me. Well, that's how it's going, Frank. All right, so this guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. We'll stop there. We'll see how this develops, and then we'll move later on. We'll move into this location there. You guys are going to move into here. You're going to come into their assault move. How do I use those half squads with the DCs? I have to wait for them to get close enough to drop it on them. Fucking martyr. Every time with the martyrs, man. Every time. This guy's going to come into Q65. We'll just dash across. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 7 if I don't kill any KVs. So this has to be the do or die house right here. Or this one if I can kill a KV and my gun's facing the wrong way. Anyways, let's go to defending fire. Now, we'll start with this guy here. That's going to be a 2 flat. No effect. Let's fire a 6 up 1. No effect. Break the LMG. And this guy's going to fire his main armament. It's going to be a +3. 6 on the so 6 going to hit, not going to be critical. On the 12 table is going to be a pinning task check and a sniper. So PTC for the leader. Pinned, squad, squad. German sniper is asleep on the gun. Fired, and fired. Too far away. I could fire that, but that's going to be too far away. So we're just going to stop at that, and then we'll go to advancing fire, and we're going to return the favor 2 up 2. 8 is a miss. Nothing here. Nothing here. And there we go. Do I want to get... No, I can't even see. Never mind. Route phase. We'll continue the route. 2, 4, 6. We'll stop here, actually. Two, 4. 3, 5, because of the smoke from this guy here. Oh, I forgot to see if it spreads to... actually just appeared, so it's not going to spread yet. Next turn it might spread to that building. And advance phase. Get our engineers in place. Yeah, we'll slowly start filtering up. You can find there. You can come here. Keep them guessing, I guess. I don't know. And then close combat none. Turn 3. Wind change. We have no wind. And then we have rallies. Oh, I didn't do their rallies. 2... Well, I guess we can stop there. No, what we're going to do is this guy's going to stop here. This guy is going to come here because he's not moving closer. You are kind of screwed, so you're going to come here, low crawl, and we're going to do self-rally on this guy here. And rally this guy. And that will be that. You'll keep your DM. And now we can do fix this gun. And the Germans, this guy here. All right, prep fire. Our friend here, that should be flipped actually, acquisition, +2, buttoned up is a plus, is a -1, so it's going to be a 7 or less to hit. Critical hit. Wow. +2, actually concealed. So we're going to hit everything. Let's roll on the IFT. So that's going to be an 8. Now who gets it? We have a leader, unconcealed squad, and a concealed half squad. Okay, so the concealed half squad gets it. So much for that. So they're going to be at an 8 down 2 is a 6 on the 24. 6 on 24 is a 4 check. Yikes. And a 8 on the 12 is a 1 check for the A1. He passes, and this guy gets a 1 check. He's broken. And 4 check for this guy. He is broken as well. Alrighty, let's do the machine guns. No, we don't. Won't bother with that. You're prepped. That's great. Return 3. I've got 3 more movement phases as a Russian to collect 1, 2, 3, 4 more buildings. I can't afford to shoot too much more, but I gotta get rid of this guy here. So let's fire this guy. 6 flat. No effect. And I broke another LMG. Alright, now we're gonna go to move, because I have no choice. And we'll start with this guy here. 1, 2, we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, +1, +2, +3. Large target will make that a +2. I've seen him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saw him for 2 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, saw him for 6 move. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, +5 line of sight, which means I've only seen him for 2, which would make that a +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 1 would be a +6, would be a 4 less to hit. Doing an overrun would take up all of my move, except this is brush, which means you'd have to excessive speed to overrun. Yeah, 2. Quarter move of 10 would be 2.5. Rounded up would be 3. And 2, so it would be 5. It'd have to ESB 1 point in order to do an overrun. Now, I don't want to break my tank because this is very key to my victory condition that I keep it mobile. So I'm not going to overrun. I'm just going to stop there with 7. And I'll fire bounding fire with my machine gun. So it's going to be on the 6 table, flat, no effect. And I'm going to fire the martyr, which will now be at yeah, I do clip that brush. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Large target will bring it down to a +3. Motion is a +5. I've seen it for 1, 2. Stopping is 3. Will be another +1. So it's going to be a total +6. So it's going to be a 4 or less to hit. APCR. I need a 5, so I have no APCR. Now let's try AP. And I miss. Right, now I'm going to fire the main cannon at that squad in front of me. I should probably be firing at the martyr, actually. That would have been a smarter move. First fired the MA. I forgot the A1. Would not have affected the IFT roll. Would not have affected the to hit roll. Yeah, so none of that would have counted. Okay. Other moves for the Russians. So we're going to CX this guy here. He's going to go 2, 5. Stop there. Let's go 1.5, 3. This guy's going to first fire, which will be a total of +1, -1, so it's 0 on the 4. No effect. And that would be a 1 residual then. Because of the, actually, no, that would be, yeah, 1 residual, because it's a normal grain. That's fine. You guys, you're going to go 1.5, 3. 1.5, 3. We're going to final. No, I can't because the tank's closer. Let's assault move into here. This tank's going to start up, and it is still immobilized. Shit. It's immobilized. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, there's one less tank, which now means I have to collect 8 buildings. So, yeah, definitely this building is now the do or die building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have to collect at least this building and destroy this other martyr. Alright, so this tank is no longer an objective that has to be destroyed. That can be ignored by the Germans. You guys have to start moving. I still have a medium up here. It's going to cause some grief. Let's dash across using that tank for cover. So that would be a flat rate. So there's no point firing now. You are going to go 1, 2. Three, 4. I'm going to fire the medium on that. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. It's going to be on the 4 down 4. 4 on the 4 is a 1 check. He's fine. Sniper. No sniper. Sniper is asleep at the wheel. What the hell? And I am done shooting that gun. 4, and then we're going to late CX one more. And then you guys, now knowing that, can move fairly freely. So let's go 1. We have cover from the tank. 2, 3. Wait, that would be residual there. 2 residual. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 5 CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right into there. Yeah, let's do that. 1. Let's first fire the squad. So it's going to be a 2 down 2 shot. That's going to be a 5 on the 2, which is a NMC. And he's fine. Leaving 1 residual. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the shell hole. You can final. Now. And it'll be a 4 flat. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. And sniper. Again, 3 snipers, 3 6s. What is up with that? Alright, and then lastly, the medium is going to come up. So your first fire at the squad and everything. Let's go 1, 2. We're going to first fire this guy. It'll be a 2 down 2. 4 on the 2 is a 1. And he's fine. And the squad is not. You're actually ELR'd. You should have made it into there last time. Alright. And that is it for the Russian move, defending fire. I don't think I have anything left. I could intensive my martyr. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for intensive fire, minus 1 for acquisition. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 5 would be a 5 or less to hit. Five or less to hit. I don't think I want to do that yet. Alright, that's it for defending fire, and then... Actually, no, strike that. I got this guy here. 1, 2... Let's do a 6 up 2 into this guy. 8 on the 6 is a pinning. He's pinned, that's good. You're done. You have no shot. Everything else is fired. Alright, that's it for that. And then advancing fire. We'll go you. 4 up 1. No effect. Let's do a 2 up 2 down 1. Nope. Nope. Gonna bother, not gonna bother, not gonna bother. Row phase. All right. Now attacker first. So you're gonna have to drop that, and you're gonna have to come here. Now that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. So if you come here, you would get wall advantage, which means you could then make it into here. And I think that is it for the Russians. Now the Germans got to move. Oh wait, spreading blaze into the wood. Nope. You guys can all run. We're gonna go 2, 4, 6, 2, 3. Excuse me. 5, because of the smoke, it's going to have to pay the extra 1, and that'll be 5, so you're kind of screwed there. And then we go to advance. Now I could jump into close combat with a guy, but I'm CX'd, and I really don't want to do that when I'm CX'd, so we're not gonna. All right, that's it for that. And into the German turn 3. Wind change. No wind change. And we have rallies to do. This guy is no longer DM'd. We do have him first then. Okay. This guy needs a 5 and a 5. No. All right, prep fires, or wait, no, we gotta do this guy here. Let's do this guy. He needs a 6 and a snake eyes. This guy needs an 8, and the other guy makes it. Fix that. And that. All right, prep fire. Let's get a shot from the mortar onto this guy. +1, 2, 3, 4. Large target is a +3, and acquired is a +2. So 8 or less to hit. That's going to be a turret hit, which unfortunately is up armored. That means I can't pen it. Means I cannot pen it. What do I need? 50 or 75 long is a. Wait a minute. I was thinking of the 50, dummy. I need a 17. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes away. Nothing for range. So at 17 down 13. 14 is a 3 or less. I need a 3 or less to kill that. Next shot. That's gonna hit. Last shot, and I need a 3 or less. Nope. Tank. All right, and then we'll shoot this guy here. We're going to fire the guy in the orchard. He's going to shoot up 12 up 2. 7 on the 12 is a 1, which is enough to break. You're going to move. Our fire base up here is going to fire at that guy in the road. So he's going to have wall. And so it's going to be on the 4 down 1. 7 on the 4 is a pinning. And he's fine. So let's go to move. This guy's going to assault move back into the orchard. Let's let the infantry do the damage first. We're going to do fire group. We're going to do 12 plus 2. 12 up 2. 8 on the 12 is a 1 check, which is enough. And then other moves, we want I think that's going to be it for the moves, really. I need to get that martyr in better position, but right now we're kind of screwed because I lost my second one. Defending fire. We're going to switch fire from the troops to the martyr, which I should have done in the first place. Let's do the guns, or machine guns first. We're going to do a 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 up 6. And then the main gun. That's going to miss. Acquisition gained. And that's it. Advancing fire none. Road phase. We must continue to move. Where can we go? You're full. So it's going to have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go to advance. Oh, I wrote. I think we're going to stay there. Advanced phase done, and do I actually want to do that? I think I will. I do. I will. Yeah, I think I do. In case he tries. All right, turn 4 for the Russians. All right, wind change. This is actually a fast game. Would have been doing this for an hour and a half. I'm already at turn 4. They've got 3 more moves left for the Russians, and they're only halfway done their collection of buildings. No wind. Russian rallies. Let's go with self-rally here. And this guy over here. 2 6s. 1, 2. And then this guy here. Break or unbreak that weapon. Nope. I should have done that. Turned that turret and fired on this guy, which I'm going to do this turn. All right. Rallies for the Russians are done. Let's do the Germans. Forgot to spread blaze again. So we need a 8, 9, and a 9. 8, 9, 9. And then this guy needs a 4. All right, so prep fire for the Russians. Do I want to run over troops or do I want to shoot this thing? +1 buttoned up, which I forgot to calculate last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a 5 or less to hit. Acquired once would be a 6 or less to hit. I can kill it if I hit it. All right, that's a hull hit. +1 because of the hedge. I forgot to add that too. So 5 or less to hit, he hits in the hull. And that should be a kill. 76 long. It is a 4. Is a 13. Is a 9 or less. So we have crew survival. And they, I think, do not make it. No, 4. So this one's dead. Now, what that means is each mobile increased the total required by 1. So this bottom part of the victory condition is no longer required. Now we have to kill 2 more KVs. Right now they have to get 8 buildings out of a possible 10. So if I can kill 2 more KVs, they have to get all 10 buildings out of 13. Alright, so that was good shooting. I think that was a good choice. Let's get rid of this. And put the prep on him. Oh, I forgot the armor leader as well. Let's go to move. I don't think I can do shooting except for this guy here. We could fire the 4 coax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 up 3. Yeah, alright, and the main cannon. Get acquisition. I don't think that's going to hit. Uh, 15 hex range. What are you even looking at here? Base 5 plus 3. Buttoned up is a plus 2. Acquisition now is a 3 or less to hit. So you're going to start firing area next turn. And I could probably even go hatches up for that matter. Let's go to move. And we'll start advancing. We're going to start on the left here. Let's go for 1. First fire this guy. Let's fire both. We're going to do a 6 flat. No effect. And that would be a 2 residual. 1 residual because of the reduction. And 3.5. This guy's going to fire, which will be a 4 down 1. 7 on the 4 is a pinning. He's pinned. This guy here is going to go 1.5, 2. Uh, 2.5, 3.5. And we'll late CX for 4.5. This guy's going to move into the rubble, and we'll final here. It's going to be on the 4 table, up 2. No effect. We'll keep her conceal here, and this guy here is going to move into the shell hole for 2. You're going to be firing at a +3 out of the smoke with a +1 for the shell hole, so you're going to keep her conceal. You guys can't even shoot. Alright, so you're final fired. We've got one guy here. Let's assault move into this brush. I'm not going to FPF. You guys here. 1.5, 3.5. You're going to join them. You guys are going to move as a group. Come here for 2. Do I want to do that? This guy could fire. He's going to be firing through. No, he would miss the smoke. That would be a -1. -2 because of non-assault to the shell hole. Let's come here for... How do I do that? I wish Russians had smoke capability. If I move into this hex, this guy's going to open fire and he's going to just crank on him and blast him. How do we do that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. That could be on the 6 table. +1, -1 for non-assault. Cancels. -2 because of the 10-2 leader on the 6 table. But I gotta move. I can't not do it. I can come through here. If I assault move into here, it would be a +1. If I fire, that would be a total of net 1 on the 6 table. -1. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to assault move. I'm going to fire these guys on the 6 table with a -1. All right. Well, I could fire on the 2 table, but I won't. Bypass 1, bypass 2, 3.5. And then you, conscript, 1, 2, 3, pick that thing up, of course. You're going to fire a 2 down 2. 3 on the 2 is a 1. Leader and squaddy. Really, the leader breaks, the squad is pinned. It's kind of funny. And then lastly, you. Residual? Yes, correct. That was 6, 2. 2 in that hex. 1 in that hex. Nothing was there. Nothing here. Never fired there. Yeah, all right. And then this guy here. Let's rep for one. Jesus! Almost lost another tank. This is a pain in the ass, so I'm going to move to within 6, and I'm just going to fire at this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to stop there. And yeah, we're just going to pepper this guy with shots. I wish we had smoke. I really wish. All right, Sylvie. Let's get into defending fire. I don't think I have any except for this guy. +1. Let's fire on the pin guy. See how bad it gets. Yeah, +1, +2. We have a total of 7, 6, 6 up 2. No effect. And the rest is not going to shoot. Residual, defensive comes off, advancing fire. Now we're going to start melting some Germans, I think. So this is going to be 12 flat. It's going to be a 2 check. It's going to be an ELR broken German. You guys here are going to fire... Oh, that's into smoke, isn't it? If I fire group, it's going to be on the 8 table with a +4. Wrong. Concealed. It's going to be on the 4 table with a +4. Okay. At least he's not pinned. 4 up 4 and a sniper. Hey, we got a sniper finally. We go 1 for 2. Ha! 1, 2. All right, well, I guess. And then that's that, that's that. I could, but I'm not going to bother. Tank here. 2 up 3 for the machine guns, and then the main cannon. Red phase. Alrighty, so we're going to do the same thing. You're going to run back to there. You have to move now. And where can you go to? You're going to be overstacked there. No, wait, that's 2 squad equivalents. So you can actually come to here. Fire spread. Again, I forgot to do that. No spread. And then advance phase. All right, so you're going to come into there. You guys are definitely going to jump on that guy. You'll come into here. Everybody else will move forward as best they can. All right, and we have the 1 close combat. I believe hand-to-hand is available in Slaughter Ponyri. Hand-to-hand is available. We're not going to use it, though. We're going to be at 4-to-1 odds after ambush. Russians are at 6. Elite personnel are stealthy, so no stealth. And the German is at a 2. We have ambush. German ambush. That's going to bring us to a 5 hand to hand -1. Oh, hell yeah. Casualty reduction for the Russian. 1, 2. Wow. All right, so now they're at 2 to 1, and they need a +1. So they need a 9 with a +1. Plucky engineers. All right. Well, interesting. Wow, is that the TSN turning point? Pins come off. And let's go to wind change. We have wind change. We have a breeze blowing to the north. All right, we're going to have drifting smoke come the advancing fire phase. Rallies, let's go here. This guy does not need a DM yet. Actually, he would be DM because of those guys. So this guy needs a 4. Holy shit. And a 4. Five actually, but either way. And that is it for them. Russian leader needs a 3, no joy. And I believe that is it. Broken weapon still. Alrighty, let's do some shoosting. Now, you are kind of going to be messed up here. Let's... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They must capture this house to win because this one is now immobile. This is a juicy target. It's going to be an 8 flat. And then I advance back. Yeah, let's go 8 forward. 8 flat. Oh, come on. All right, we're not going to fire the... first of all, they're going to transfer this in the rally phase. That half squad's going to move. And these guys are going to fire into that stack there on the 12 table. Leader directed. So it's going to be a 12 down 1. 7 on the 12 is still a 1 for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Heat of battle. Great. So Russian is a +2. Gives us a hero and battle hardened. Okay. and no rate on my lights. You guys are fine. Do I go tank hunting? I don't think I do. I'd have to run across a road with this thing sitting there, and that's not going to end well. This unconcealed squad is going to fire 4-2 into that other squad. No effect. And then we're going to fire this into... Oh wait, that guy's got to pick that up. I'm going to fire the medium into this guy here. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay the smoke. It's going to be +2 for the smoke, -2 for the leader cancel. So it's going to be a +2 for the terrain on the 4 table. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 6 table with the squad. 6-2. Oh, you son of a beach. Alright, and that's it for that. Move. We're going to come out of here, and we're going to slip over to that. No, we're not. Why would I do that? We're going to come back to here. We're going to come into the shell hole. So I'll move in there so I can take that shot later. And that'll be it for that. Defending fire. Let's get some shots on here first. And let's get a buttoned up. And that will mean it's a 4 less to hit. And then let's fire the machine guns. 6-3. No effect. You to hit. Nope. And you are going to fire on the 8 table down 1. 4 on the 8's a 2 check. And you're broke. No point there. Let's do this guy here. I guess a 4-4. I mean, that's sniper bait territory. Probably not a smart move. Let's not do that again. And then you are going to fire 4-1 into here. No effect. You're fine. Alright, that's it for that. Advancing fire, nothing to be had. Route phase. Alright, now you are screwed. You have to low crawl away. However, before we do that, spread fire. Okay, nothing. Smoke. You have a unit here, and a non-good ore unit here. You cannot go next to them. You have to move. You cannot go anywhere else. You're going to be surrendering. No quarters in effect, however. You have no choice but to surrender because of the situation you're in. Which means that I think the Russian's going to reject it. No quarters in effect anyways, so yeah, your failure to route. You now will move to here. I'm not moving quick enough with the Russians. I am not moving quick enough. Now they have to move. Unfortunately, they got to run all the way back to there. Two, three, four, five, six. No, they can't come here because of those guys. Wait. Yeah, they can. That's fine. That's fine. All right. German advance. I want to delay them a little bit longer, so how do I do that? I don't want to put more units into the meat grinder. I want to delay this. So I could sacrifice this guy up here. That would force him to shoot. It means that he can't move until he deals with them. Because he can't run around them. He's going to have to shoot them. Although he could just drive his tank over them. There is that. But we'll have to risk it. Alright, that'll be enough. Close combat. We are hand to hand. So we're at 1 to 2. We need a 4. Wrong. We need a 5. A 6. We need a 6, and he needs a 9. Alright, so he kills us finally. He took him with us, though. That's good. And he killed our DC as well. Alright, he's got 5 buildings. He needs to get 3 more. And we're into turn 5. He's got 2 moves left. Wind change. No wind. Rallies. Let's self-rally one of these 7s. And the leader here. And that, unfortunately, I think is it for the Russians. And the German. All right, prep fire. We have an immobilized tank. We're going to fire area on this guy here. Seven would hit with our other acquisition. Now we're going to be on the 6 table with a +3. That's going to be a 9, which is a miss. And this guy, 6 up 3 with the machine guns. Painting task check. Well, there goes that gun. Painting task check on the 10-2. And the 4.67. Fine. And now the main cannon. The main cannons are going to fire on this 4.67 actually. Now that the gun's gone, it is no longer a threat. Alright, let's fire 4 of 1. And then we're going to have to fire on these guys as well. 8 up 4 because of the smoke. 5 because you're firing out of smoke. That's ridiculous. You guys are all going to move. You guys will have to fire 8 down 1. 4 and the 8's a 2. And that is a break. Move, move, move. You're going to move. You here are going to fire 8 up 2. 8 up, 8 flat, sorry. 5 and the 8's a 2. And you're pinned. And now we'll go to move. Drive over some troops. Start up. And we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 10 with an overrun. Ten with an overrun. All right, so overrun's going to be base 4, 6 tripled is 18 halved is 9, so it's going to be on the 12 table with a -1. They're dead. Yeah. And that will be out of movement, so they'll be staying in motion. Which is probably a good thing considering what's next door to them. Alright, so that's one thing dealt with. Now I gotta move these guys around to deal with this. Let's at least be smart about it, and we'll turn our turret around the proper way in the process of it. All right, so you are going to go 1. 2. You're going to fire the squad only, which is going to be an 8 down 2 NMC, and he's pinned. You guys are going to go 2. 1, sorry. Three. That'll be a 4 down 2. This is getting desperate measures here. Desperate measures. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 because of the smoke. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'll have to late CX and come under here for 5. I'm not going to have enough turns to collect all 8 buildings. I'm not going to be able to get the 8th building. I might not even get these 2 buildings. Bounding fire on this guy because he did an overrun. Yeah, all right. Unfortunately, that's all I got. Defending fire. I could fire you guys now. Let's do the LMG. No, let's get rid of residual first. See what we're doing. We're going to fire 4, and the LMG is going to be on the 8 table, down 1. It's no effect. Let's fire we'll drop the conceal. We're going to fire this 467 over here at 4 up 1. No effect. And then this is going to be an 8 up 1 over, or 8 flat over there. No effect. Jesus. And then you are going to fire a 2 down 2. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. And the squad. 9-1's pinned. Alright, so that's kind of good. Alright, now we can get into advancing fire phase. 4 up 3. I'm not going to fire out of the smoke. This guy's going to be a 2 up 2. And then a 2 up 2. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. Leader. And squad. Squad is pinned. That is clutch. And sniper. Now, spreading fire, I forgot to do. We have a plus -2 for not directly attached as part of the SaP rules for blazes. And wood burns on a spreads on an 8. Not attached would be 10. So yeah, we spread to the building. All right, well, this blaze, no, it's a flame in that building. We'll get rid of this now. We don't need it anymore. We have a flame in this building, meaning those guys have to get out, which is what they're going to do because it's advanced phase soon. You guys once more will have to die. Route phase for the German. Let's come back to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go to advanced phase. And we can go like this, get out of the flame, get some CC on the go. Will be CX'd against this guy. Do we want to do that though? I don't think we do. Let's take that back. You're going to join them, not be CX though. Everybody else will come forward. We'll do that. We'll do this. Everything is fine. All right, and then we'll go to close combat. All right, so we have ambush potential. We have a -1 for the Russian. They're at 5, and a +1, -1 for the Germans, so they're flat, and they have a 6. No ambush. So we have 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is 3 to 2. I have a 6 with a -1. So the Germans are dead. The Germans come back with a 3 to 9. 1 to 4. Or I could try 1 to 2. The 4-4-7 to leader we're going to take. So that'll be a 1 to 2, which would be a 4 or less with a -1. No. Alright, so the Germans are dead, and the weapon as well. Right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings that they control. They need to get 2 more. All right, pins off. And 1.5 turns left to go. Or I should say 2 half turns left to go. Here we go. Wind change. We have no wind. Interrogation is in effect, but it's not going to be applicable really for us. So we're not going to worry about that. And let's go to Brooks. Was ist broken? You don't come back. this guy, and the squad. Heat of battle, berserk. You're gonna have a long run ahead of you. And this guy, nope. All right. And then we have Fires of the Prep. These guys are going to recombine. And let's pick up the LMG. LMG. And do I spray fire? We have an 8 up 1, 8 up 2 if I spray fire, or I can do a 16 up 2 to one of those. We're going to spray fire. Let's do an 8 up 1 and 2. Okay, that cowers. So it's going to be a 7 and a 5 on the 6. Sorry, 5 and a 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. 1 check for the 9-1. 447, and the 447 is pinned. And over here we have a 1 check as well. Non-DM'd, pinned, CX. I'll get it right eventually. And the CX guy is broken. Actually, he's ELR too. All right, that wasn't too bad, I guess. And then, will you stop doing that? All right, you gotta stay hidden. This gun has to maneuver around, so I want to fire 4 flat up to there. No effect. And then we're gonna go to move. This guy's going to CX. We're going to go down for 1. No, 2. 3. No, how do I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're not going to CX. We're just going to use normal move. We're going to drop for 1. So that's going to have to stay up there. Let's do machine guns on this guy. So it's going to be a 6 up 2. That's a NMC leader squad. Oh, fuck off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's going to try a 2 down 2 shot. 1 down 2 is a 2 on the 2. 2 on the 1 is a 1 check. And he's fine. And 6. And 6. Well, that's about all I got. That's all I got. All right, defending fire. What can we do? This tank is going to fire onto here with his 8 coax. No effect. Main cannon. Base 8. 2 up, 2 down. Cancel for the range. And then buttoned up and armor leader will cancel, so it's going to miss. CX guy is going to be an 8 up 3. That's going to miss. These guys here will be a 6 and 8 will be on the 12 with a +1. 9 on the 12 is an NMC. They're fine. And you need a 6 up 2. 7 on the 6 is an NMC. And they break. One guy's ELR. And that is that. Let's go advancing fire. Does it turn into a blaze? Does. And now road phase. 2, 4, advance phase. Oh, they were Fnatic. I forgot they were Fnatic. I think you would have passed. Oh well. Right beside the Fnatic marker, and I completely missed it. Alright, advanced phase done, close combat none, and we're into the last turn. Not too bad, but 2.5 hours to play this scenario. Nice little quick scenario. Nice little quick scenario. And if it hadn't been for that mistake with the Martyr, it might be even closer than it may be this time around. Wind change. We have Gus. Alright, so we have automatic blaze spread to here or here. Orchard and rubble. So the orchard, we're going to get a blaze. And normal, actually 2 hexes, so 1, 2. 1, 2 over here. And we're going to have blaze spreading downrange, maybe, in the advancing fire phase. All right. Rallies. So now there are 10 twos in town. Let's do... Oh, I forgot to move this guy. You would have... moved into here. A lot of broken Russians, not enough leaders. All right, so we have a 10 down 4 is a 6. And a 6. You frickin' thing, you. All you had to do was just roll a 6. All right, well... Let's see how this finishes off now. The prep fire phase. We want to kill this guy. We need to take this building. What's a Russian going to do? This guy's going to drive over this guy. Everything else is going to focus on here. So we're not going to shoot. We're going to go to move. This guy's going to spark up. Imagine if he immobilized and then they would have to take another building. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they have to take one more if I can mobilize it. All right, start up for 1, 2, 3, 7 with an overrun. So it's going to be on the 12 down 1 for being open ground. 4 on the 12 is a 3 morale check. Holy shit, they're pinned. That was 7. Then we're going to go 8 for the hedge, 9, and pivot 10, stay in motion. This tank is going to, or gun is going to open up. The question is do I go for an immobilize shot? Now, coming over the hedge, I will not get any kind of belly shot. I have a base 10. Let's look at a kill. I have a 50 long. It's a base 13. 1 hex range is a +1, brings it up to a 14. With a hull of 11, I need to get a 3 or less to kill. If I go for an immobilize, I get a target size, -1. We have motion with a +2 and a +5 for the immobilize. It's a net +6. Gives me a 4 or less I need and a hull hit to immobilize with a rate of fire 3. And I get 2 shots. 3 shots, because the hedge, entering the hex, and rotating. I can take up to 3 shots if I maintain rate. Wait. Strike that. I have APCR. On a 5, I could get APCR, which is a 17. Let's go for a kill shot with APCR. Well, there goes APCR. Alright, so no APCR. I cannot kill it unless I roll a 3 or less. So I have to decide, do I want to try and immobilize with a 4 or less, or do I go for AP needing a 3 or less to kill? And that's only if I get a hull hit. Shit. You know what I should have done? Which I forgot to do when the tank was like this coming over the hedge. It wouldn't have mattered actually because it's still 11 on the side, so it really doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's go for mobilize. I need a 4 or less and has to be a hull. Rate of fire, that's 1. That's a miss. No rate of fire, so I'm going to intensive. Going for immobilize now. And that one. Okay, so I missed completely. 50 long is useless in this battle unless I get really good rolls. Alright, so I have intensive, and the jig is up. Alright, so let's go to this guy here. We're going to go 1. I have to first fire now. So it's going to be a 2 down 2. 3 on the 2 is a 1 check. Fine. Two. I guess I may as well. 2 up, 2 down 2. K1. Three, 4. These guys are going to FPF. So look at the wall, which eliminate them non-assault, which means I'm going to be firing at 2 flat. Yeah, so they're broke. You guys are going to go 1, 2. I'll drop that. I'm going to fire a 2 down 2 into that location. Final fired. No. A 6 on the 1 is going to be a miss. 2. 3, 4. This guy here is going to go 1, 3. This guy here is going to do what? I could FPF, but I'm not going to, because if I die or break, this guys will then have the house. I have to survive close combat against 3 frickin' squads, or 2.5 squads. You're in motion, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna stop there. You guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's about it. Defending fire, none to be had. And advancing fire. Let's try and break everything inside. So let's do... You guys here is going to be a 12 up 1. 5 on the 12. 2 check. All right, 10-2. You son of a... And the half squad broken. It's gone. The broken squad is fine, and the crew is fine. Pinning tastic for the crew. Who's pinned? Ah, rip. You guys here are going to be on the 12 table plus 1. 6 on the 12 is also a 2. So the 10-2. The broken squad is a half. And the crew. Broken. There's game. That's game. They have to run. They're going to die. And then they move in. Occupied it in the last turn. Whoo! 2.5 hours. Not too bad. 5.5 turns. Interesting scenario. So again, I think as a German, how do you set up this kind of scenario? First of all, let me turn this zoom off for one. Do you set up strong in the schoolhouse? Or do you give it up knowing it's just going to be a death trap? Do you stay in this as a death trap, or do you just ignore it? Set up a couple of dummy squads on the first level, draw some fire, while you're strong through your defensive line. Or not. As a Russian, do you come in strong this way, or do you split your forces? With all that entails. You definitely don't want to come in this way because it's just too much open ground. And then you're going to just get enveloped on both sides by the Germans, which would suck. Interesting scenario. What does Scenario Archive say about this little endeavor? Wow, 50-50. Very nice. What are we looking at? 4 and 3. 4 and 3. So it's very close. Russian win, German win, German win. 4 hours, 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours for me solo. Not too bad. So slight favoring of the Russians. Not really. So this is going to be 4 and 4 when I submit my playing solo. Fairly well balanced scenario. So what do you guys think of the rough recess? I like, so this is my third scenario I played with, I believe it's my third. Maybe it's my second. I can't even remember actually. Of Slaughter at Ponyri. Very good scenarios so far. The first one was for the Fatherland. Rough Recess was the second one. I think that's the only ones I've played, actually. Now that I mentioned it. That's the continuation of this one. You know what I was thinking, guys? Playing this one. Wouldn't that be fun? You guys want to see this? Should I play this one? What do you think? I want to turn this into a solitaire mission, by the way. I really want to do that. I want to do this into solitaire mission and submit it for a journal article. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. At any rate, so that was 2.5 hours. That's going to be it for today. Slaughter of Ponyri, Scenario 5, Rough Recess. Bit of a scuff to the start of the stream. I'm really not sure what happened there, but when I switched starting screen to the desktop, it for some reason cut off the YouTube stream. It kept the Twitch stream, but not the YouTube one. I have no idea why. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell just happened there. But 2.5 hours to play this scenario, not too bad, and ended up being a Russian victory. Came down to the last battle. The 50 long is almost useless against the KVs, but you kind of expect that unless you can get some APCR shots into the side and rear. You're not going to get much use. Martyrs, I had no luck with them. My first one got blown up right in the house because I thought I had enough cover from the rubble. Turned out I had just a smidge of open space, and this mobilized KV was able to take it out, and that pretty well summed it up, I should say. Thumbed it up. I saw the thumbs up when I said thumb it up. That's funny. Thank you, Shaya. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be playing Casual Calgary. We're going to do No Shortage of Valor, French versus Germans, 1940. That's going to start at, I think, 7 Eastern. And looking forward to that. So we'll see you guys in a couple of hours. I think I'm going to take a nap, make sure that I'm awake for that one. Because when I played Dave last time, I really wasn't awake. Playing that a bridge too far one. I want to thank you guys very much for hanging around with me this Saturday afternoon. Nice sunny day out. So I think I'm going to go enjoy that for a couple hours. And we will see you guys very soon. You guys have a great, wonderful day. And bye, guys.